Hello everyone and welcome back to another edition of PolyNerdic Pro Wrestling. We're calling this one Road to Rebirth because that's going to be the next big card I do. I'm going to title that Rebirth. That's the one that's going to focus on kind of rebooting the brand and switching all our titles over from the IWGP and Never versions from New Japan to strictly PolyNerdic Pro Wrestling titles, you know, world title, a trios title, stuff like that. In order to do that though, I wanted to use the game itself to do a setup show, much like New Japan does with their, you know, touring. When they have a big show coming up, they have, you know, the Road to tour as well. So that's what we're doing today. This is Road to Rebirth. Each of these matches will set up a title match down the road. We've got a double main event that we'll get to in a second, but the first 11 matches all are here to set up number one contenders for the Rebirth show, because on Rebirth it will be the, for example, IWGP Intercontinental title versus the number one contender for the, and then the winner of that match will get the PolyNerdic Pro Wrestling Intercontinental title. That's how we're going to do it. So let's get into it. We've got several matches here today. We got a total of 13 on this card. We're going to start with the first one. The PolyNerdic Pro Wrestling World title will be determined in what I'm calling an 8-man eliminator. Essentially, it's going to be an 8-man elimination match, 8-man championship scramble, if you will, minus the multiple pinfalls. It's going to be 2 minutes start in the ring. Every couple minutes, a new person will enter the ring, and then the last man standing will be the PolyNerdic Pro Wrestling champion. So in order to get to there, we have to do 7 matches to qualify for the 8-man eliminator, and then the IWGP champion Finn Balor will also be in the match to keep with the theme of the IWGP champions getting a shot at the PolyNerdic Pro Wrestling champions. That's just the rules I created for this. So let's get into it. First match, first qualifier is Rusev versus Samoa Joe. In fact, let me keep one ear uncovered. That means I'll talk less loud. Got a pretty solid card on today's show.
Fight!
The double main event. The first one was born out of the recent interference on day 2 of the Global Tag Cup. The main event of that was an Intercontinental title match, and for whatever reason, Hulk Hogan decided to attack Tomohiro Ishii. So Ishii's going to get a shot at Hogan in a cage, non-title, so we don't have to worry about Hogan holding a belt of any kind. I'm hesitant to even really include him in many matches, given what's going on in the real world with him. But hopefully Ishii will tear him up. And then the main event's going to be a hardcore title match. The undefeated hardcore champion, Masato Tanaka, going against Dean Ambrose, who won a tournament I put together, unrecorded, of the Landmine Deathmatch tournament that Dean Ambrose kind of walked through pretty easily. My hope there is, honestly, that Dean Ambrose wins, so that way Tanaka doesn't have to pull double duty on Rebirth. I can never tell if the mic is picking up the train noise. I think the train noise kind of adds to the bingo hall aspect of this production, because it makes it sound like we're coming from an arena that is situated in a shitty part of town near some railroad tracks. You know, when in reality it's just my apartment's in a shitty part of town near some railroad tracks.
Give up! Give up!
I gotta churn out some content though over the next couple days, because I work a couple 12s. I gotta churn out some content today for this week, because I gotta do a couple 12s this week, and on those days I won't have time to do anything. So
Give up! Give up! Give up! Give up!
Hell of a suplex by Joe there. I knew this was going to be a build-up. Joe Ambrose said that. Glad I haven't disappointed. I'm giving the one side of the fair.
Give up. Give up.
Okay, so Samoa Joe going on to the 8-man eliminator. That's better than 80%. You guys are crazy. Stupid video game judges. Should probably also open up the Rebirth card. How do we fill this in? I'm going to determine order entry of the 8-man eliminator randomly. I'm not going to go just by who wins matches. Alright, up next. And another WWE centric card, or match rather, excuse me. Just gotta find the man. I wish it would let you put them automatically in alphabetical order. What version of Bobby Roode do we want? I want blue, black. I'll go with blue. He seems to wear blue a lot. There we go. Bobby Roode versus Trent Seven for the next spot in the 8-man eliminator.
Fight.
I wonder if the height difference is that pronounced between Seven and Roode. Bobby Roode isn't a huge guy. foot. He's 6 foot even, according to the Google. Trent's apparently 5'11", so call that a foot difference. If that ends the match, I would be super disappointed. Busy train day. Here on PolyNerdic ProWrestling. Oh, that was close. Let me consider it an upset. These guys are both veterans. But in the eyes of the average fan, would Trent Seven beating Bobby Roode be considered an upset? Yeah. Oh, burning hammer. Good move. Still kicking out 2.9. Kicked out 2 burning hammers in a row. Love that move. Something about it just looks good. Some people do it more devastatingly than others. Luke Harper has a good one. Let's call him Luke Harper. Glorious DDT. Well, he kicked out. Back of Luke's sight say. I think it might say Bushi. They just went for one that has a B. 7-1 with running clothesline. Come on! Some might consider that an upset. Some might consider that an upset. So Seven's gonna get thrown in with some really big dudes. Okay, up next we're gonna break away from the qualifiers for the 8-man eliminator. And we're gonna get ourselves a #1 contender for the junior heavyweight title. In order to do that, though, we gotta change match types. I wish I had a setup that let me just jump from match to match to match, but I'm poor. That doesn't happen. So, first win. Ricochet. Go over to New Japan. Grab myself a little Osprey. Really decent. I'll go black and yellow with him. That's fine. And then we'll go back to New Japan. We'll stay in New Japan rather for an LIJ. Get Takagi Shingo in here. Shingo Takagi. I'm never really clear on which way they go with his name. Get over WWE. And his face, I believe. Yep. Little flippy fella. I'll keep him in those. And the heel side of things. We'll give Tony Nese a shot here. All right. Get all the right people set up here. Single fall. Put them at level 5. Speed 125 because that just works better. Alright, here we go. These 5 men. Only one of them can win. They will get a shot at Mustafa Ali, who is currently the New Japan Pro Wrestling Junior Heavyweight title holder. Whoever wins this will face off with him for the PolyNerdic Pro Wrestling brand new Junior Heavyweight title at Rebirth. Let's get into it. Eventually. There we are.
Fight! Give up!
The way it's looking right now, Rebirth will happen sometime in December. Both because of workload stuff and, you know, real life work stuff, and also the amount of other content I want to turn out over the coming days and weeks. I'm just going to cut back on this stuff. We might start the Women's Round Robin tournament in the meantime too. Do it, you know, an hour here, hour there, that. But, I have some play tests I want to get out before the end of the year, which means I need to play some of those games before we get there. And, you know, nearing the end on Red Dead. Pulling ever closer to the end of that stuff. he has a submission hold to finish a match, where that might be what it takes to win this with all the bodies in the ring. Excuse me, it's gonna get a little tough. They're doing some good stuff. Oh, there's my answer. Osprey's got an octopus stretch going. Osprey and Ricochet are the only two former IWGP Junior Heavyweight champions in this match from the World PolyNerdic Pro Wrestling. But he was the man Mustafa Ali defeated. So he's trying to get his shot back at the champ. Well, I guess he's still technically in line for a IWGP Junior Heavyweight match. Maybe you'll get it. It's one of the reasons for the title switch. Also, the PolyNerdic brand itself is just so I can stop having to not defend titles in my downtime. Andrews and Osprey over there wrestling a good match out on the outside all by themselves. Oh shit! Mark Andrews got to win in the middle of all that chaos. I don't know why Ricochet didn't break the pin. Ricochet forgot the rules of the match, apparently. Ricochet forgot what was up. Tony Nese eating the pinfall. Mark Andrews, honestly, is the last person I expected to win that match. I thought, like, one of the other guys was going to get it. Alright, so now we're going back. We go back a menu. So we get our third qualifier for the 8-man eliminator. This one should be pretty good. I'll be shocked if it isn't. There you are. Rey Mysterio. Let's see what kind of... Got his Wolverine get up from All In. I don't care for that one at all. I'll go with this Wolverine get up. Against... Andrade Cien Almas. Wait a minute, let's go back to him and see what kind of attire he has. We'll go with the blue. Alright. Third qualifier for the 8-man eliminator. Rey Mysterio versus Andrade, Cien Almas. See what we end up with here.
Fight!
Didn't even get to count to one before he let it go. These two are fucking pure magic in the ring, though. So. Watching live, we're probably going to switch over to some Hitman after this, and then wrap up with some Red Dead today. Getting near the end of Red Dead. Andrade just keeps dropping him with power bombs every time he goes for any sort of Hurricanrana style attack.
Give up.
What kind of age difference we have here? You know Ray's getting up there in years, but how old is Almas? Ray's 43. Oh, he's only 29, almost. He's got a long career ahead of him. He's gonna be around a while. DDT there. Oh wow, that put him away. Less than 10 minutes. I didn't expect it to go that way. Alright, so we add almost to the list. Hammerlock DDT did it. I guess it is one of his finishers. I just didn't see the hammerlock part of it, I just saw the snap bit. Alright, so We change menus again. Lots of back and forth. This is why I wish I had a more professional setup. Like quit jumping back and forth between singles matches and battle royales. Or the game could be nice and, you know, actually let people just do elimination matches from the one screen. That would be fantastic. Alright, we're gonna get Naito in here. And get an old timer here. I can save myself much trouble. Go to the ECW grouping. Drop Lance Storm in this match. I'll go white and red, that's fine. And then I'll go to my European contingent here. Where are you guys at? There they are. Got Doug Williams in this match. And then lastly, drop Adam Cole in too. Alright, now this one will determine the man who faces Ishii for the Intercontinental belt. I believe our settings are solid. First win. Here we go. Whoever wins this will face the IWGP Intercontinental Champion Tomohiro Ishii. Winner of that match will be PolyNerdic Pro Wrestling's first ever Intercontinental Champion. Excuse me. Didn't mean to make that slurping noise if you can. Can't get enough of that sparkling water stuff. Storm, of course, being in the mix because, what busted Adam Cole open? Ah, the punch from Doug Williams. Storm, of course, being in this mix because he was one of my Intercontinental champions. The old way of doing things. Doug Williams because he's involving himself in other matches with with Neville, Buddy Murphy. Felt he needed a shot at a title of his own. Adam Cole hasn't done much around here since they dropped the six-man belts in the Dispute Era. Figured give Adam a shot at something. And Naito because we know Naito's the man. Another reason why, as I was saying earlier, that Rebirth is going to happen in December because I hope to finally get some mat art. That way it's not just a blank bit of canvas there that they're wrestling on. I don't know about ring apron stuff, but at the very least I'd like something in the middle that visually pops. Even if it's just, you know, stylized PNPW.
Give up. Give up. Give up. Give up.
Man, Adam Cole's busted open bad. Bleeding everywhere. He's got color. forward to seeing any of these guys against Tomohiro Ishii. That's going to be fun. Always kind of pulling from that story. I'm a fan of his since the mid-90s. Wish he still wrestled, but not everybody could do the Jericho thing. How many years Mysterio has left in him, because like I said, he's 43.
Give up. Give up. Give up.
Lance his own finisher. Naito and Cole hitting the double drop kick together. Break the hold. Man, come on. I think these guys are forgetting the rules.
Give up.
I know.
Give up.
And storm with a leg drop. Leg drop for everybody. Cole with a super kick. Doug Williams almost getting the victory there. Lance got the shoulder up at the last second. Hogan tossed out of the ring. Could be a receipt. I didn't see who threw Doug out a second ago. It could have been Doug returning the favor. Break the hold. Yep. Somebody's gonna tap in that crossface or something. That was particularly good since Lance was just pointing to his head like, I'm a smart guy. And then he just gets right into Lance with a super kick. Rolling people over for it.
Give up. Give up.
There, someone finally decided to break the hold. He must be getting close to submitting finally. Naito with the drop kick to the knee from behind. Oh, there we go. Knew it was going to happen eventually. He was going to get somebody with a crossface. And Doug Williams goes against Ishii. That's going to be a match right there. That'll be a hell of a match. Excuse me. Getting back into the qualifiers again for the 8-man eliminator. This one we're going to see brother against brother. Potential for a big upset. There's Mr. Rhodes. Which version do I want to get? I'll go with the white and gold. Cody's hard to figure out because he's constantly changing his damn hair color. Do I still have Goldust in his heels? Or as a heel? Do I not have Goldust anymore? Am I just missing him? Let's go to all. Alright. Again, this is why alphabetizing these lists would be so fantastic. I wish this game did that automatically. There he is. Which version of Goldust we're going to use? Not that one. Alright, regular Goldust. Here we go. Brother against brother. Cody against Dustin. Winner moves on to the 8-man eliminator. Getting a very interesting pool of characters there.
Fight! Give up?
Yeah, a lot of people shit on the Stardust gimmick. I thought Cody did a good job with it. I mean, it may have had a big part in him leaving. Certainly seems that way. But I thought it was fun for what it was. I thought he turned, you know, chicken shit into chicken salad, to use the expression that I hear a lot from professional wrestlers on podcast. Like, it's an inherently dumb idea that he made work. He was fun as the role. Especially the weirder it got.
Give up. Give up. Give up.
Gonna make his brother tap. For those of you wondering, this match exists strictly because A, Cody's a former heavyweight champion in my little universe here. So this is, you know, earns him another shot at that. Also, Goldust is just fun, and I like to throw him into mixes on occasion. I do it in the WWE games, I do it here. Sometimes it's just fun to see Goldust wear a belt. You know, because he's so completely not that on TV. You know, he's borderline enhancement talent. Like they did that whole thing, what, 2 years ago now, splitting up him and R-Truth, but did it ever get a payoff? I don't remember getting a payoff.
Give up. Give up.
Holding his junk and crying out. Good aerial attack there by Cody. Hit his brother with a chair. Try to. Heel Cody's coming back. Straight punch to the dick. Wow. Wow. Goldust won with a straight dick punch. So Goldust is in the 8-man eliminator. That's a name I didn't expect to throw in there, but that's why we do these. Because it's fun. Yep. Oh, believe me, if Goldust wins the belt, I know who's getting their first title shot. Alright, we gotta back to the menu again. First win again. There'll be some big guys in this match. As soon as I start finding them all. It's always the hard part here. Locating these guys. You get Walter. Big hard-hitting dude. Drew McIntyre. Another big hard-hitting dude. Dane, another big hard-hitting dude. I don't know if he's truly a heel, but he's a heel on my universe. Brian Cage. And then there we go. Last minute edition. This was going to be a 4-man match. Let's make it 5. Strowman, McIntyre, Walter, Dane, and Cage for the next slot in the 8-man eliminator.
Fight! Give
First win match. Whoever wins. First pinfall or submission. Gets to the Eliminator.
Give up.
I thought that made it more interesting than having it be a bunch of elimination matches to get into the elimination match.
Give up. Give up. Give up. Give up.
I remember reading somewhere that this game was going to have a little DLC coming in the future that was going to have like a matchmaker kind of thing in it. Like a GM mode almost. I wonder if that'll apply to this little show.
Give up. Give up. One.
Get Cage and McIntyre occupying the same corner for a second. Cage might be the smallest guy in the ring. And he's a big dude. He's not that big, he's only 6 foot tall. But he's definitely the shortest guy in the ring. He's the smallest of the big men. They just gonna let Walter submit McIntyre over there. Future Shock DDT there. Cage Cage just turned Braun inside out. It's funny that Brian Cage looks like such a huge dude, but he's only 6 foot tall. But then I think about the fact that most of the time Walter just ripped Strowman out of the ring there. The hell, an awkward landing on his head on the apron. Brian Cage gonna get the win by being in the ring all by himself with Dane. Now everybody's out of there. Now if somebody gets critical outside the ring, does it count? Cage, they didn't give him a screen on his top. That's disappointing. Whoever it was that put this version of Cage together. Same with Walter. You can't have a guy do a yelling talk without actually having him yell. Maybe it shouldn't. Who am I to talk? I can't create people for shit, so... Stuff going on. I'm trying to follow it all. And future shock up there. Walter just gets right back up. Also no selling him. Final pro. Walter with the inside out clothesline on the McIntyre. Hitting everybody with everything over there. Future shock again from McIntyre. Doesn't go for the pin though. Walter hitting the shotgun dropkick on Dane. Again. Yep. Twice Dane's been doing that. See a lot of momentum behind that, a guy Walter size. Going for the, what's it called, the plantation? One-legged angel with Kenny Omega. Walter wins, submitted Braun. All that chaos, and that's what comes out of it. In a very interesting field for that 8-man eliminator on the next show. Alright, up next we gotta go back out of this menu again. We're gonna determine our trios title. #1 contenders. Alright. The OVE guys have some of the weirdest attire. I see Dave looks like he's at least wants to wrestle. Jake looks like a manager. So Ohio versus everything versus the Jersey Triad. One of my favorite WCW stables. Against one of the sillier ideas from Impact Wrestling. Let's do this tornado style. We'll do this one tornado style. Just so it's a little more chaotic. Winner of this match will go on to face the Suzuki-Gun team of Minoru Suzuki, Zack Sabre Jr., and Shelton Benjamin
Fight!
for the PolyNerdic Pro Wrestling Trios title. The Suzuki-Gun team obviously being the IWGP six-man, never openweight six-man tag team champions. See, I've watched Dave and Jake Christ wrestle in Ring of Honor as Irish Airborne. Obviously that was several years back. I don't know where their character development has gone since then. Interesting, probably not altogether believable, but I'm going to say it anyway. Story. I was in elementary school with the elder Christ, Dave. I remember him doing like ridiculous tumbles through the monkey bars on the playground in second grade, and that's like the only memory I have of him is just doing these awful spills through the bars, you know, like landing on his crotch and shit on the bars and then flipping off of them. So then years later, when I heard he was a professional wrestler, I was like, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Jake, the DDP. Chris Brothers working over DDP again. I always have mixed feelings about including wrestlers that are dead in matches. Like, I like having it for the sake of like what if matches, but like it feels silly that DDP's got 2 dead tag team partners. Triad's taking over. Really, Sammy Callahan looks like he's a good partner with Bang Bang. Chris hitting the tombstone on Bam Bam Bigelow. Like how it's broken down into 2-on-1 and 2-on-1. Jake taking down both of them. The OVE boys are getting it done. This is that rarely talked about Ohio versus Jersey rivalry playing out before your eyes. Been a pretty fun match. Hard to follow all the action. Oh, OVE won. Jake just critical the DDP. The J Driller type move. Oh, a Jake Driller, I guess. So, OVE goes on to face Suzuki-gun. Type that in real quick. There we go. So, up next, we get another qualifier for the 8-man eliminator on the next big show. This will be a collection of littler fellas than the last match. Daniel Bryan. Wait a minute, do I have closer to what he was wearing at... Yes, I do. That's pretty close. We'll go with that. When he fought Brock Lesnar. Sticking with the heels here. Now this one's going to throw some of you off here. If you didn't watch the PolyNerdic Round Robin's Classic Special Cup or whatever the fuck I called it, Chad Gable's going in this match. Dude dominated that tournament, so it's fitting that he gets a shot here. And then, where is he at? There he is. Matt Riddle, King of Bros, so to speak. Although I think he's got one of the most annoying characters in the WWE right now. The dude's talented, so he's going to get into the mix here. Let's see who qualifies for the 8-man eliminator. We've got a very interesting field for that match.
Fight!
I also have to throw Cassius Ohno, Chris Hero into this match as well, just because of what went down at Takeover with Matt Riddle and him. That 3-second match they had. Yeah, when I did my Round Robin Special Cup thing, my version of the P1 tournament, the Chad Gable had a dominating performance, won the whole tournament, and then was beaten pretty soundly by AJ Styles. But due to that and his performances in real life, I think he's one of the most underrated characters, performers in the WWE right now. Like his big rolling German suplex with Big E at Survivor Series on the pregame kickoff show was intense. That would have been a shame. Talk Gable up and have him do the eat the pinfall less than 5 minutes into the match.
Give up. Yes.
Cracks me up that they have a yes chant in the game. It's like they knew. Which I honestly have no doubt in my mind that they knew that people were going to like Daniel Bryan. wonder how long before we see Matt Riddle contending for the NXT title. Like, will it be in Ciampa's reign? Or not? I know I bring this up often, but Masato Tanaka and Johnny Gargano are two guys that I really don't look forward to seeing go to the main roster. Riddle just hit the bro to sleep. Matt Riddle got himself into the Eliminator. Where Chad Gable had to eat the bro to sleep. Alright, this next one's a big one. This next match is a huge one. We could do it. First finish. In fact, let's do it that way. Let's just keep it first finish here. It's going to be for the women's title. Determine the #1 contender for the women's title. Becky Lynch. Go with this version of Becky. Where's she at? Facebreaker Nia Jax. Seems only fitting to put her in here too. We'll go with Mickey, but not this top Mickey. We're gonna go with the bottom Mickey that I've got down here. Hold on, I'm gonna check some out real quick. Yeah, that's who I thought it was. This version of Mickey. Versus... Oh, I downloaded. Where is she? There she is. Millie McKenzie. Color to her attire? Yeah, we'll go with the blue one. Millie's over at NXT UK, if I remember correctly. Or at least she was in their tournament. 18-year-old girl. Pretty talented. Gonna go far, I think. And then... Scarlett Bordeaux. Powerbomb Whip doesn't seem to be her finisher in real life. Taylor Hendricks. Well, I think they misspelled Hendricks. Pretty sure she spells it with an IX. Two versions of her we have. That's her old TNA Impact look. Alright. Jordan Grace, a former mixed tag, intergender tag, whatever you want to call it, champ with Michael Elgin. I'll put her in red. I haven't seen her in red. Alright, so we got Becky Lynch versus Nia Jax versus Mickie James versus Millie McKenzie versus Scarlett Bordeaux versus Taylor Hendricks versus Jordan Grace versus Tessa Blanchard. One fall to a finish. 8-woman Battle Royale to determine the #1 contender for Io Shirai's PNPW Women's title. Let's get to it. And then we've got 3 more matches after this. I unfortunately have to take a quick break, though, so while the match starts, I will not be here. Just enjoy it without my obnoxious voice talking over it.
Fight!
Alright, I'm back. I hope I didn't miss anything too terribly awesome. Almost saw Grace pin Jax there. That was...
Give up. Give up. Give up.
A lot of great pairings going on here. Man, Nia running Mickey all the way across the ring for power slam. Impact, WWE, and independent talent here. Lots going on. Too much to call. This is when I need a team. I need one or two other people with me. And I'll talk over each other. Smart Bordeaux with the multiple elbow drops over there on Tessa. Remember, the winner of this match goes on to face Io Shirai. Who has been a dominant champion. She's won like 6 matches as champion. 6 successful defenses. It doesn't happen a lot. If you've been watching this all along, you know we have a lot of belts that have been one and done. You know, I win the belt, I lose the belt. I win the belt, I lose the belt, over and over again. The IWGP US Heavyweight title has had that happen a lot. Watch this match, I can't help but think about how... Oh, Millie McKenzie won. And it looks like she pinned Jordan Grace. Certainly appears that way. So Millie McKenzie, the 18-year-old little phenom, gonna go up against Io Shirai. Millie McKenzie. Again, last person I expected to win it. Like, she's talented, but she's also the youngest, most inexperienced, and arguably smallest of the bunch. All right, what's next? All right, our final qualifier for the 8-man eliminator. Another 4-man match. Just gonna see. Yeah, we'll give him the green one. Get Kenny Omega versus AJ Styles versus Chris Jericho. Give him his New Japan look, because that's what he seems to be wrestling a lot dressed as right there. And then Seth Rollins. This could potentially be good. I said that a long time ago, though, during the round robin special, that Kenny Omega versus Seth Rollins should have been a instant classic, but instead it was a squash match. So let's see how it turns out this time with the addition of Jericho and Styles in the ring. This is for our final slot in the 8-man eliminator, which has got a very interesting field. Basically, no one I expected to win has won so far.
Fight!
That's a fitting move right there. Those two doing a golden trigger together. He said ask him as soon as he put him in the move. He hadn't even turned it over yet, and he's already screaming ask him. That's ill-timed on the voiceover, but funny. Styles splash on Jericho. It's almost it. Almost saw the match in less than 7 minutes. Styles, Rollins, and Omega all have very similar styles. You punk as he slapped him? Almost busting out the code breaker. Like AJ too sweeting Kenny before doing nothing to him. Break. Can he hit the one-winged angel on Seth? MJ hit it on AJ. AJ kicked out. Nobody kicks out of that move, except for in video games. I forget what they call that, the Spike Hurricanrana. I like how Jericho slaps people so hard it stuns them. That might have been it there. AJ hitting the Styles Clash on Rollins. Off an arrow. Scoop slam. Not much difference between the two moves in my opinion. It's kind of like when AJ and Roman Reigns are feuding. It's like, what's the difference between the Superman punch and the phenomenal forearm? Other than one's delivered with a jump off the top rope. AJ won. Calf crusher. And Rollins. Alright, so we got our final field here for the 8-man eliminator at Rebirth. It'll be Samoa Joe versus Trent Seven versus Andrade Cien Almas versus Goldust versus Walter versus Matt Riddle versus AJ Styles versus Finn Balor. That's going to be a hell of a match. At a later date, I'll do the essentially pull names out of the hat thing to determine the order entry. So, but we have our field for the main event of Rebirth. Now on to our double main event here on this show. Cage match. We don't do a lot of cage matches, which is particularly why we're doing it here, because we don't do a lot of them. Good old Hollywood Hulk Hogan felt the need to poke his nose in Ishii's business. I didn't feel like giving Hogan a title match of any kind, though, so that's why we're doing it this way. Stone Pitbull Tomohiro Ishii forget the settings here. Win condition, pinfall only. Yeah. 125 speed, level 5 difficulty. Alright, here we go. This match was born out of on day 2 of the Global Tag Cup. Tomohiro Ishii was defending his Intercontinental title as WIGP, or IWGP, excuse me. Let me rewind that here. This match is happening because on day 2 of the Global Tag Cup, the main event of that day was Tomohiro Ishii defending his IWGP Intercontinental title, and in that match, Hulk Hogan interfered for some reason. You know, just the random draw, I guess, of the game, deciding this is going to be who interferes. So Hogan interferes. Ishii still wins the match, but now we need to settle the score in a steel cage. Pinfalls only, no escape. This will keep interference from happening. You know, you can get knocked out, but no submissions, no escape. Knockout or pinfall to settle the score. Because, like I said, I don't want to put a belt on Hogan. Don't even want to come close to having that happen right now. Hoping Ishii destroys him because I like Ishii. Ishii's the man. Yeah, beat him up. I like Ishii a lot. I would be content with Ishii being my PolyNerdic Pro Wrestling Intercontinental Champion too. It's one of the uglier belts. Because belt design in this game isn't great. You know, there's some standard ones like the big gold belt and the Eagle belt and the NWA title. And then there's one that looks kind of like the IWGP tag team belts. But belt design in general is pretty shit here. So I made the best I could with it. Like the tag belts, I've got a couple of the tag belts are essentially the same belt, just with a different color strap to visually distinguish it. Yeah. Pulling for Ishii here. Sorry I got quiet there. I was busy finalizing the order entry. I'm gonna keep that a secret. I used a pull a name out of a hat generator thing to do it. Hogan with a torture rack, really? Oh, there we go. Pin him. Pin him, Ishii. Damn it. There we go. Ishii with the win. Settling that score. Hogan doesn't get any title shots, as it should be. I like that match got 100%. Ishii beating up an old man. Maybe they loved it because it was Ishii beating up an old racist. Who knows? Who knows on that one? And then our main event. We got to change screens again. Main event of today's show will be... No, stop it. Dean Ambrose, who fought his way through an entire tournament of these matches for a shot at, well, hell, let's do it this way. There we go. Now we do the bloodstain for the hardcore matches because it's ridiculous. Show the settings, 3 count, barbed wire. Let's throw half dozen weapons in the ring. Set the difficulty to 5 and speed to 125. Here we have our main event. Dean Ambrose, who survived a landmine deathmatch tournament, come out the victor. Gonna take on Masato Tanaka, see if he can take that hardcore belt off of him. Tanaka's been unbeatable in these hardcore matches. Or, excuse me, the landmine deathmatch matches. In defense of the hardcore belt.
Fight!
Tanaka's quick. We've obviously pulled Tanaka out of his prime into this promotion. This is late 90s Tanaka. Now, Dean looked unstoppable during the tournament. He survived a lot. It was a 16-person tournament. So he lived through 4 consecutive... 4 consecutive landmine death matches. My hope here is that Dean wins, so we get a new champion finally. But also, so I won't have to either take the hardcore death match off of Rebirth or have Tanaka do double duty, because he's part of the #1 contender tag teams, or #1 contender tag team. He's in it, so. But he's destroying Dean right now, making Dean look like a chump. There we go, Dean. A little equalizer light bulb tube. Oh, shit. Just like that, it's over. That elbow to the face took Dean out. Tanaka continues to be unstoppable as the hardcore champion. It's incredible. Like, the dude just is unbeatable. I don't know if I downloaded an extremely broken version of him or what, but 7 minutes, 4 seconds knockout. Making Dean look like a chump. But that's it. That's today's show. Thank you for watching Road to Rebirth. This set up the full card for our next big show that isn't going to be a tournament. Like, I might start some of the round robin stuff with the women's division, because I've got a big round robin tournament set up for them to determine a #1 contender. We'll have to see on that, though, like, because those are short typically, you know. Well, traditionally they've been short. This is a bigger tournament. This is much more matches involved. We'll have to see. This is a 20-woman tournament, so. See, Io Shirai is doing pretty good. Where's my hardcore belt? Yeah, there we are. See, he's up to 7 wins now. He's the single champion. He's been the champion the entire time I've been doing these. I don't know what's going to take to defeat him at this point, but as I was saying, this has been Road to Rebirth. We're setting up stuff for the big Rebirth show, the rebranding show, where we're gonna, you know, switch over to all PolyNerdic titles. As you can see, we don't have any champions for them yet, other than the TV title, and that's currently held by Okada. Yeah, the mixed tag is held by Aldous and Mickey. And hardcore. See, these 4 belts here will be part of the continued lineage. The women's, the hardcore, the mixed, and the TV. We're having Intercontinental, World, a couple different tag teams, and junior heavyweight stuff. So we're going to break away from using the New Japan belts on future broadcasts. It'll be special event stuff, you know, when, like, you know, Finn Balor shows up to defend this title or whatever. Thank you for watching, though. I'm going to take a quick break, and then I'll be back live with some Hitman 2. If you're watching this whenever I post it later in the week, make sure you check out twitch.tv/PolyNerdic, and also PolyNerdic on YouTube for archive stuff, live streams, all that. Thank you for watching, and I will see you soon.